Okay, good evening. It is September 16th, 2023, and okay, so I'm going to make a phone call here because I just wanted to let people see for themselves how corrupt and negligent the FBI is. Okay, because I have a situation I've been dealing with. Well, I've talked about the mail tampering situation that I've had, and I still have that going on. And I know who it is that's tampering with my mail, or I know, it. I mean, it's the CIA. It's the deep state CIA, but it's a certain person that is like at the head of my harassment, who works for the deep state CIA, who is in the Chicago area. Okay, and I'm also has a lot of other harassment going on that would be like cybersecurity crimes. So I'm trying to report this to the FBI in Chicago area. And I just want you to see, for yourself how they act, because we have very serious stuff going on here in this country right now. And I tried calling them yesterday.
You
and
have reached the Chicago field office of the FBI, located at...
Tried calling them yesterday and they hung up on me.
Roosevelt Road, Chicago, Illinois, 60608. If you are calling to register a complaint, please press 1. If you are calling on behalf of a law enforcement, please hold.
Yeah, so...
Hello. Thank you for calling the FBI. This is not a 911 service for taking emergency calls. For emergencies, please call 911.
Si usted desea escuchar este mensaje en español, por favor oprima el número 1.
If you or someone you know are having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health crisis, or seeking mental health resources, press 1. In a few moments, you will be connected to an operator. This call is recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. If you do not wish to be recorded, please press 1 to learn how to submit a tip online. After the instructions are provided, your call will be disconnected.
Yeah, they went through a whole thing yesterday.
Some states have passed red flag laws that restrict individuals from having firearms based on the belief they are a danger to themselves or others. Your local law enforcement agency may have more information on these laws.
Yeah,
During this call, you will be asked to provide identifying information about yourself and or the persons about whom you are calling. We use this information to assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide your name or other.
You don't have to provide your name.
However, the lack of information may delay or hurt our ability to investigate your tip.
Yesterday when I called,
you can provide may be used for authorized purposes.
Yesterday when I called, the guy didn't want to listen to anything I had to say about the person I was trying to report, but he kept asking me who I was. He kept trying to drill who I was, like I was being interrogated just for calling the FBI.
To national security, press 2. To report suspicious email, hacked email, internet scams, or ID theft, press 3. To report mortgage fraud, press 4. To report telemarketing fraud, gift.
Okay, so this would be like a cybersecurity, national security crime.
The zip code of the area you are calling from now. I'm sorry, we did not get your response. Please. One moment while I transfer you to the next available representative. Your call will now be recorded.
What does it matter what area code I'm calling from?
Submit a tip online. After the instructions are provided, your call will be disconnected.
Why does it matter what area code I'm calling from when I'm, talking about a cybersecurity crime? that's happening, and I know who's doing it to me and they live in Naperville, Illinois. And it happens to be a family member of mine who I know works for the CIA. And they've been involved in my harassment for years. And I am not tolerating it anymore. You can't help who your family is and the decisions that they've made. And some of my family members are on the other side than I am. Okay, so they're harassing me, and they have been for years. And so what's going on here? What's been going on is that they're, so they've logged into my Facebook page and pretended to be me. I'll log into Facebook and somebody's already logged in pretending to be me. I'll be on my smart TV trying to watch a movie, and they'll be on my smart TV. I'll get some things saying somebody's trying to pair with your device, and I got that the other day, and they were actually on my smart TV, and then I couldn't pair. It said untrusted device, and so it wouldn't let me cast. I don't know if you know what I mean by casting, like Chromecasting from your phone to your TV. Like if you want to watch a movie from YouTube, you could just cast it onto the TV. And so it wasn't letting me cast and things like that. It was just like blocking me from being able to, error. I was getting error codes. An error. I don't know if you can see this. An error occurred. Errors keep occurring. So I couldn't, get on certain things I needed to get on. They're on, my phone, my devices. Can't log in. Things keep spinning. There's that little spinning thing. So, when you try to open something or log into something, whatever, it just keeps spinning. Or you try to send an email or, different things like that, it'll just keep spinning, instead of send. They have prevented me from sending important emails. They're on my email. I've been prevented from sending important emails. They have blocked emails. I have had certain emails disappear. And this is, it's been affecting my business. So I've had business emails disappear, from customers, and then I had, so I have somebody who wanted to purchase one of my products through Square, and I sent them an invoice. One of my water systems, and I sent them an invoice because they're in Canada, so I had to figure out the shipping for Canada and sent them an invoice. And this is what popped up when they tried to pay the invoice. Square needs access to your microphone in order to process the invoice. And so I tried to go on because I called them and they gave me their credit card information. And so I had to process it a different way, but that's I've never had anything like that happen. So they're trying to. It's like somebody encoded some kind of spy thing in the Square. Square is like my merchant processing app. Where I run the credit cards. Square, it's like a Square reader. You can put the credit card right in if you're at the shows, or you can process it right on the computer. And and it was saying, oh, we need access to your microphone in order to process this invoice. I mean, so these are this is somebody that's completely messing with me. And then I had something where I had a fraud, or where I had money that was okay. Let's see if they're there. Hello?
Thank you for calling the FBI. May I please have the spelling of your first and last name?
I don't wish to provide my name. I'm calling about somebody else in your area.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
says that I
still
don't.
have
It said in
questions,
the
but you don't have to.
Yeah, it said that you don't have to if you don't wish to. Because last night when I called, he was trying to drill me for my name, and I said, well, I would really not rather provide it because I don't really trust the law
ma'am, that's
agencies
fine.
very
You
much.
don't have to provide your information,
know?
but we're required to ask these questions.
Yeah, I just
Did
don't
you
trust
want to provide your
the.
date of birth?
No, I don't want to provide anything. I'm calling for a NAC because I'm
Okay,
having a
again-
cybersecurity
Again, we are
crime.
required to ask these questions, and if you're going to continue to speak over me, I will terminate the call. We are required to ask these questions. You do not have to provide the answers, though.
Okay, I'd rather not. I'm not trying to speak over you.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just.
fine.
Okay.
Did you want to provide a cell phone number?
Well, are you planning on calling back? Because, I've never had the law enforcement actually do their job. Are you, really going to call back? Why would I provide it? You got my cell phone number. I'm calling from my cell phone number.
Okay. This is up to you if you want to provide this information. If an agent needs to call you back, that is how they would do so. Did you want to provide a cell phone number?
Well, I want to report a crime. That's why I called. I'm having a cybersecurity
so again,
crime.
Did you want to provide a cell phone number?
Not at this time.
Okay. What is the current zip code of where you're calling from?
Why does all this matter? Because I'm calling about somebody else who's in your area. Didn't I call the neighbor? Didn't I call the Chicago?
What is your area? Where do
Chicago?
Where do you think we are at?
I called the Chicago FBI.
Okay. I'm not in Chicago. I'm in West Virginia. And we ask these questions to make sure that the documentation that we provide is properly routed to each of the field offices.
Well, I called the
National
Chicago. I called the
Operations Center. We are
312.
located in West Virginia.
Well, I called 312. Here's what I called. I'm 312-421-6700, Chicago, Illinois. So, and I called several times yesterday as well. And I got just nothing but the runaround last night too.
Okay, well, I'm trying to assist you, but there's not much I can do if you're not providing me any information. I just explained to you why I asked the zip code and who it is that you've reached today. So if you'd like, I can document all.
You
of the
said that I don't
information
have to
that I
provide.
but I have to-
You said that I don't have to provide.
If you're not going to cooperate, I'm going to terminate the call. You have a
You-
better night. Thank you.
Oh, see, they don't even ask. Didn't even ask who I was calling about, or what's anything about my crime, and they just keep hanging up on me. Okay, so I called last night 5 times. Okay, so and I was trying to be super nice, and I wasn't being rude, as you can see. But I don't trust the FBI, so I said I'd rather not give my information because the crime is not. I'm calling about a certain person who's committing a crime against me. So why don't you ask about that person? And they don't want to ask. They didn't ask any questions about who it is that's committing the crime against me. They just want to ask a bunch of questions about who I am and where I'm calling from. It's like, is this an interrogation about me, or do I get to report a crime to the FBI? So these agencies are a total joke. The FBI, and then I didn't even reach the Chicago office. I reached West Virginia. I called the 312 Chicago office. Okay, this is Obama's state. Okay, and then it's got routed to some other state. The FBI is completely taken over by the deep state. It's a total joke. If you don't, you just saw for yourself. I wasn't being rude to her, and she just hung up on me. This is a national security, cybersecurity issue that I'm having, and it's affecting my business. It's affecting, and I also and they also had logged into my TV the other day and put some kind of very disturbing video, which of people getting murdered. Okay, like they logged into my TV and put some video up, some horror film up of some people being murdered. Okay, trying to scare me. Okay, this is not, these are not minor crimes. This is scary. This is scaring me. Somebody's logging into my phone, my computer, my email, and I know who it is, and they are trying to scare me and trying to affect my business, and they are affecting my life, and I'm trying to report it to the FBI. They're cybersecurity crimes, and there's also other things that they've done that are national security violations, and I know who they are, and I'm trying to report it, and they won't even take my phone call. So this is the FBI. So I have no idea why these agencies should even get paid. Okay, so in my opinion, why do we even have any kind of paycheck for the FBI anymore? I mean, I have more respect for the police than I do the FBI. I've never, when the same thing happened in Phoenix, when at that base, at the military base in Arizona, we tried to report to the FBI in Phoenix that we've got major stuff going on here. There's like some kind of money. It turned out to be an embezzlement scandal. As I found out that all this money missing, but there was people being murdered on the base, and we were afraid for our lives. And the Phoenix FBI treated us the same as these guys do. They'd hung up on us. They didn't take any crimes seriously. I mean, I have no idea what the FBI does. So I would not take seriously any FBI agent. I think they're all, I don't know why they get paid. So this was the FBI in Chicago, where, Obama's state, and they're a complete joke. They wouldn't even take my phone call. I mean, I was gonna leave my information if they were to actually take seriously what I was trying to say and the person I was reporting. Then I would have given more information about myself. But they kept interrogating me more about who I was than what I was trying to say, and so they made me feel uncomfortable. And so I wasn't willing to give them any information, because that's the same way they acted last night too. Is that it was like an interrogation of where are you calling from? What's your birth date? It's like, I'm sorry, I'm calling to report a crime. Why does it matter? And it said right on the recording that if you wish to remain anonymous, you can. So why do you keep interrogating me as to who I was? It says right on the recording, FBI, it says right on your recording that if you choose to remain anonymous to report a crime, that you can. So why do you keep interrogating me in this phone call? Not only did she interrogate me, she said I wasn't cooperating because I wasn't giving my name, and then she hung up on me. Okay, so I mean, we have a total joke FBI office, and this is the way they all act. They're all just a total joke. Okay, so but I mean, I wanted to say that, I mean, I'm not, when I do these videos, I mean, I don't try to to purposely to purposely make somebody, I don't wish for anybody's demise. Okay, that's what I want to say, is that I don't purposely wish for anybody to go down or wish for their demise. I mean, I wish for them to change. I wish for people to change and to do the right thing. That's what I wish, but they don't. It's like nobody wants to, unless they're getting exposed or they're in trouble, so that's why I do these. these videos. I mean, and so you know, a lot of these people are in some of these secret societies, like the Masons and different things like that. And when you join these secret societies, what happens is your mind gets it's called double-mindedness, because you know, you make an oath to this secret society, and so part of your soul is owned by Satan, pretty much, you know, by it's called double-mindedness. You know, you're no longer completely in control of yourself. You know, you're no longer completely in control of your soul. You know, when you make these oaths, when you become a witch, or when you do an oath to, you know, any kind of a society or anything like that, it's called double-mindedness. And you know, part of your spirit is no longer, you know, the true, like the Creator made you. It's called double-mindedness. It's talked about in James 1:8. It says, a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all of his ways. Loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. Okay, so, you know, most of these people, I think, that are in these agencies and you know, decide to, you know, go along with these agendas, whatever these evil agendas are. I think that most of them are in these secret societies, and they've become double-minded. They don't even know what they're doing, or they're completely like not even thinking straight. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I encounter it with like all these different agencies. The FBI is a complete joke. So you see for yourself, and so I'm just so the person who is harassing me, and who has been harassing me, is my own sister, and her name is Michelle Mulcair. So and she's been harassing me and been a part of my harassment for years. And unfortunately, you know, I don't know what her problem is, because I've never done one thing to her. I've been the best sister you could ever ask for. But she has sold her soul. You know, we can't help what our family members do. I didn't, you know, they make their own decisions. And she has made decisions years ago to, you know, go on the totally different path. And she is my complete enemy, and she has been part of my harassment for years. And I know I know exactly, and I have evidence that it's her, and nobody will listen to me. And that's what I'm trying to report here. And she lives in Naperville, Illinois, and her name is Michelle Mulcair. And that is who has been harassing me and tampering with my mail, causing the tampering of my mail. And so I've been trying to report it, and nobody will take it seriously. So, all right.